Farm Guy here, and this is the Lizard Tandem series by SrVertex on Farming Simulator 22. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on Fox Farm for this demonstration and test, well, at least to the best of my ability, which is somewhat limited at times. This is 17.21 megabytes to download. It is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these items. Well, I guess I'm going to say items, units, thingies. 5 slots each. Let's find them under Tools and Miscellaneous. And here they all are, starting with the smaller one at $5,000, the Tandem 9000, and then working our way up to larger and larger ones, 10,000 each for those, 15 for that, and 20,000 for the largest of the 5. If we come into here, they'll all have the same options pretty much. As far as wheel brands, Lizard, BKT, Midas, Trelleborg, Continental, and Lizard. Lizard is the only one you have options in: standard narrow tires, which I have one of those, and standard 2. So the narrow tires, just to give you the info on that, it does not destroy crops. So if you are using it to, say, spread fertilizer or manure or whatever the case may be, it won't destroy crops. So that's something, somewhat of a little bit of information there for you. Decals, yes or no. Rear couplings, here is where it gets interesting or complicated. We have the standard with long central, so that is, actually we're going to test that out. It looks like a pin hitch, 3 of them. One in the center, which has the standard length, one, and then the 2 end ones, oddly enough, they're different lengths, so I'm not sure how that gonna, well, that all works out. Might be a bit awkward. Then we have a pattern with short central, so now you have an option of to have them all more or less equal length, at least. Then you have 3-point with a long central, so 3-point link on both ends with a long central pin hitch. Interesting. Then you have one with a short central pin hitch. Or you can have a 3-point link on the center. And then standard on both ends with a center 3-point. And then back to standard with long central. And we go through that whole choices again. So those are your choices for configurations, as you can see here. Right. Moving down to main color, we have all sorts of colors, even some chrome colors, greens, etc., etc. If we go down into the Giants palette of colors, it's $1,000. If you stay up here in the custom colors, $0. Rim colors, which won't be in that. Let's go to a standard and then rim color. Again, all of the colors you want there. $100 if you want to change it to a Giants palette of colors. Now, if we come up here, we have all the same options. I do believe is, yes, we have the 3-point links. We have the long and short. This one, as you can see, has a different design. So even if you go with the shorter pin hitch, the center is quite a bit further back. If we go up to this one, now this one is not. So this one has a different design. Oh, let's go down here. So depending on these are all different widths, of course. The further you go up, the wider it is. This one again has a different design. So as you can see, it's interesting to say the least. So why you would have one in the center and the 2 on the ends not at the same distance behind, I guess it could work. I have one demonstrating in the field right now, and we'll show you what I've discovered anyways. Here's the largest of the 3, and this one, let's see here, single sides, we have the center, we have we actually have an option for 5 attachments all at once, but we don't have any 3-point link options for this widest one, which is odd in my opinion, because there's a lot of 2-point type link. Yeah. So it's a really neat idea. It's just kind of odd in the way it was all put together with the different sizes. So let's just hop in here and we'll hook one up. We'll hook up this one, which is I have kind of modified with colors and so forth and so on. This is the one with the narrow tires. I did drive it through the field to test that. It does not destroy crop. L1 and X unfold. So that what that means is the wheels now move about freely. If you go L1 and X to fold, those wheels lock in place and for transport, as it were. So L1 and right stick left and right, that adjusts the outside distance of those attachments. Now let's just see, whilst I'm here, and so I don't forget, let's get a pin hitch and a ball hitch and make sure that these things do attach to both, which would be a very good thing to know, since there are many implements that have one or the other, or say if you want to tag along 2 trailers for whatever reason. And yes, ball hitch will attach, very nice. And pin hitch, do we have a pin hitch? Come on. Oh, well, that's very odd. That is very odd that it does not connect to a pin hitch, at least not this pin hitch trailer. That was wanting to connect to the... Yeah, so that's interesting. Right, okay, so let's drop that. Let's just go over here and attach this second to the largest one here for 2 reasons. One, to get it out of the way, and another one to make sure that, yes, we have the L1 and right stick. We can move these out quite a ways, as you can see there, and no other adjustment except to unlock those wheels again. So let's drop that. The last one is the largest one, and it does have a bit of an interesting difference between the first 4. Aside from not having a 3-point link, L1 and right stick left and right, now that lowers those sides actually. And once they're down and you want to bring them back up, you push your right stick to the right. However, it takes a minute, just a few seconds, and long enough to say why isn't it doing anything, but you have to hold it and then it will raise up. So there, that is that. If you're wondering why it's not going up, you have to hold it for about 3 seconds before it starts moving up. R1 and right stick, now we have an interesting, because this one I have the 5 hitches on there. Apparently they are not. Well, we can test that against the pin hitch to make sure this one doesn't either. But R1, right stick left and right, those outside, and they go all the way in. So notice they have quite a wide range of adjustment. And up and down move those inner ones too. So those inner ones go all the way out to there and all the way in to there. So this has the widest range of all 5 of them, as you can see. And also you have the L1 and X to release the hounds, as it were, to move about freely. Right, so this is if you, yeah, no 3-point link option on here. So let me get that trailer out of the way. All right, so as I suspected, this also does not hook up to a pin hitch, which is very bizarre because it quite clearly is a pin hitch, but it will not attach to a pin hitch trailer. So what can you use these for? Well, that's an excellent question. As I have tried here, I have a 3-point link attachment on this trailer, and as you can see, these are the Nordsten base game cedars, this one right here at 3 meters, and they have attached to this. This one was, let's see here, the HK25, which was the second largest of the 3. And they did attach, although there are a few odd things going on here. As you can see, they're not really happy being attached to it. I have it set at the widest setting, and I have, well, filled them with seeds and turned them on, and they are not happy. Another thing, if you notice the top left corner there, we don't have an indication of which one is which. It just shows all 3 are, well, it just shows 1 attached even though we have 3 attached. So if I press the X button, it has dropped that one, and now it's kind of just dragging along because it's kind of being there. And as for turning them on, I can press the button there and it toggles through them, but it doesn't actually show them turning on, and it is not. Let me see there. Let's fold the tool. Maybe if I make the tires go straight, it will pull it a little bit straighter. There we go. So at least it's pulling it straighter now. Let's see if I can. No, they turn them all on. If I turn one on, they all turn on, except that one is not being... is it dropped? There we go. I dropped it. Or raised it. Yeah, it's really not happy with these things on there, to be quite honest. And if I go and unhook the trailer... somehow it still seems to... oh, this one... yeah, this one's okay. When I was hooking them up, they didn't like it when I had... yeah. So, interesting for sure. As for a worker using it... oh, now he does. And that's what a worker does when he's using it. It's interesting that he actually... when I had 3 of them, they didn't want to... oh, maybe because I wasn't... this is not a direct drill. Anyways, it's really not enjoying having these 3 guys hooked on there, so I'm not exactly sure. I haven't tried it with anything else. As you can see, you can back up and... oh, come on. Oh, yes. Well, it's going to be difficult. Come on, get on there. There we go. Ah, right. So, will a worker use this? Oh, there we go. It's unfortunately doesn't work that well though. Although if you hire a worker, it will turn on everything and supposedly lower everything, but as you can see, it's not really having a fun time of it. Perhaps if I use the larger one and spread them out just a bit more, but this is only... oops. Is it still attached? Oh, it says it's still attached. However, that trailer does not look attached. There we go. Weird. Can we... oh. Is it... it is not happy. Right, so I might have broke it. As you can see, when I actually attach it, it's not really attached to anything. The hoses hook up, anyways, yes, so if you're having trouble with this, you're not alone, I'm sure, but there you have it. It's a neat idea. I'm sure there's a proper way to use them. Perhaps a larger one with some different, maybe not a seeder, maybe cultivators. If you can find one that has a ball hitch. I don't know how many cultivators actually have ball hitches. Let's see, these are all 2-point links, so the large one won't work. I think this is a ball, no, that's a pin hitch. Yeah, so, you be the judge. If you can get it to work, maybe leave a comment in the description or under a comment under the, well, comments. Yeah, and I'd like to know if anyone's got this to work properly or not. But there you have it. That's the Lizard Tandem series by SrVertex on Farming Simulator 22. Thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game. So till next time, bye for now.